I stopped masturbating and watching the hub. Let's talk about it. As I mentioned before, a few years ago I had quite some trouble with my relationship with sex. This has to do with the fact that I couldn't really focus while I was having sex, which was annoying for myself and also for the partner that I was with. I would often just wander off with my head somewhere else, and that had of course to do with my own mental state, but also with the fact in how I treated with myself with, for example, masturbation or watching Pornhub. There's a few things with this that I want to take you along, because of course masturbating gives you a dopamine shot, make it so you can sort of misuse it to make you feel happier. But giving yourself dopamine shots, while that is maybe a solution in the short run, you will always sort of have to pay that back at another moment. And it already has been now a few years that I stopped watching porn. But for masturbating, I noticed that if I wouldn't do it, then I wouldn't have my mood going like this, up and down, up and down. As it may seem as a solution in the short run, it definitely is not a solution in the long run. Taking that away from myself, I just really wanted to have a big reset for my own relationship with sex. I wanted to be able to really be there if I would have sex. And by taking these two things away, if you are with another person and you are having sex, it's super enjoyable to be with someone that is naked and to enjoy that moment. If you are continuously watching porn, then that gift, so to say, is also taken away. It's also, for example, the reason why I always say, no, don't give me any naked pictures over phone or something. And I really mean that, because you're basically showing me the gift before I can even open it myself. And with porn, it's the same. If it's so accessible for yourself, it really takes away a lot from when you are there yourself. And not only that, with, for example, Pornhub, of course, you have all the questionable things that you can ask yourself. I'm not necessarily against sex work itself, but of course there's a lot of exploitation there as well. But if I just take it back to my own story, to make sure that my relationship with sex went differently, I noticed that it's changed a lot, and I'm super happy with that, because now I am able to really be in the moment. Now I notice as well, in terms of how I work mentally, I'm much more calm. I'm not dependent on going to Pornhub and just getting a dopamine shot quickly to get myself through the day. If you work on these two things, you will notice a difference in your energy, you will notice a difference in your own aura, in your relationship with sex. It makes it much more enjoyable for your partner, hopefully. I'm not a big fan of Pornhub or any other porn website. Holding yourself back and not giving in to certain emotions or to just cover it up is something that is really helpful and definitely something beautiful. I can now really say that compared to a few years ago, where my relationship with sex was such a struggle, it changed a lot, and that's something to be proud of and to be thankful for. And yeah, hopefully this can show some light on that. And if you struggled with it yourself as well, or you've had struggled with it, please let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about it, of course, ask. I will always be happy to answer. And then this is my little video about, well, why I stopped masturbating and why I stopped using Pornhub. Please, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. That would always help me out pretty much. And then for now, there's nothing else to say than big hug, much love, and then I see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.